Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel. So I decided I'm gonna start doing some stuff to my Ram truck. If you look at my past videos, everything's been done on my Hellcat. So if you're interested in seeing mods for Hellcat, or if you have one and you're thinking about doing some mods, check out those past videos. But we'll go ahead and show you what we're gonna do on the Ram today. Before we begin, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notifications so you don't miss out on any future content. Because trust me, you're not gonna wanna miss it. All right, so what we're gonna work on is getting this bad boy out right here. As you can see, my truck is filthy right now, but we're also gonna take care of that today once we start taking stuff off. And I'll show you this. Look at that. Now this is the Ram airflow. Now, this thing is freaking massive. And it is pricey, but I think it's honestly the best one that you can actually get for the Ram truck right now. And you can see that huge air filter in there. But we'll get started on taking off the old stuff, and then we'll get this bad boy put on. I got my handy dandy tools, so I got a flathead, and then I got my 8mm, I got a 10mm socket, and then we got a 13mm wrench, and then a little pry tool for that'll be for getting these off later. But main things we're going to worry about getting right now is, let me get the camera over here. All right, sun's kind of bright. Hopefully y'all can see really good. So we're going to work on removing this piece right here, which is going to run underneath there. So we'll have to take this loose. I want to disconnect one of our sensors, and we got this clamp and this one, and this is just kind of held in place. Once you start pulling up on it, it'll come loose. And then there's also a little air duct piece right here that has to come out. So let's get started. All right, so first things we're going to do, we're going to disconnect our sensor and stow it out of the way. And this little port right here, it's got a little gray knob. You just push on it and it should pull out like that right there. You can probably see the knob right there. Next we'll undo our clamps. That one wasn't too tight, was it? Should be good. Alright, so this should pull off. And get this out of here. Probably should be able to go ahead and pull this out. You should just be able to pull up on it and kind of work it out. And this piece pulls right off. Alright, next we're going to get off these bolts, and there's one hidden down in here. So these just hold the cover on, and we need to get this off so we can disconnect that. So you use your 13 and hold this little spot right underneath. Here's that one. Alright, so that's out of the way. Should be able to pull up on this, get access back here. Pulls right out. So we should have everything out. And what I'm gonna do now, I don't need to show y'all how to clean an engine, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some wipes and stuff, some towels, and kind of clean all this up. All right, so first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and hook up this hose. So all you gotta do is lift up your engine cover, and right behind where the engine oil cap is, there's a little hole down in there. And you just gotta get this fitted down in there. Make sure it's all the way seated. That part's done. And now we should be able to go ahead and pull these bolts back on. Sorry if that wind's kind of loud. A little windy today. It's a nice day out, but it's definitely windy. Get that one started. Yeah, that one. Tightened up. Alright, so next we got to put a little bracket on. So these two center clips, we got to take those out. And this bracket here is going to get installed with 2 bolts. So this one's going to go on the bottom, and then we'll put this one up top. Alright, so this bracket is going to go on like that right there. So this is going to go underneath. And you'll feel a little notch down there. That's why that is like that. This bracket's going to go on top. Go and get one screw started. These are going to be a 8mm. And we're going to tighten these down. These have rubber bushings up top, so you don't have to torque them super tight. There you go. That should hold good. And those rubber bushings, I'm guessing what those are for is it allows, when the engine moves, it'll kind of let it tweak just a hair. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this cover off, because we're going to be putting this new one on here. So you just got to go around, find all these, and remove all them. And then the two you took off up there, retain those because you will need them for the new one. Alright, so we got this off. So once you get all your pins out, these right here are tucked under the fender. It's on both sides. And then there's also this little thing here, which this right there, hooks right behind here. So if you get all of it disconnected and it's not coming up, it's because it's still connected right there. And you're going to want to take off your clamp right here and disconnect your sensor. And the sensor simply installs right there. And it's a twist lock. So once you get it in there, you rotate it. And once you find the sweet spot, click it in. All right, I'm ready to start putting her on. So get my little rag out of there. And we'll get this kind of position in place. Now, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and tighten down this clamp. So make sure you got it seated all the way. Looks like it is. Now it's seated all the way. Alright, so now you want to get your sensor plug. That plugged in. Next, that hose. It's going to stall up and underneath, right underneath where the filter is. You got that seated, and next work on putting these bolts on up here. Go ahead and get it lined up. And it's these bolts right here. They got a big washer and a smaller washer, and these are 8mm. Oh, no fun doing this when you're short. Can't see anything. There we go. Alright, so got those on there. And next, gotta put bolts on both of those sides right here. Now these bolts are going to be the silver ones, and they are a 10mm. Alright, so got both the bolts in, and next I'm going to check the ones right here on the air filter. I believe they're a 10mm, so make sure I'm sure that squeaking sounds terrible, but make sure those are snug. next thing we want to work on is getting her cover put on. So I'm gonna clean underneath here, and then we can work on throwing that on, and then last we'll get the ram airflow cover on there. So the last two snaps you got, the two that are left over, we're gonna go right there. That's the two that was back there that you'll retain. Put them in. There we go. That's all installed. That looks mean, don't it? Shoot, I'll tell you what, before we put that cover on, I just want to start up and Alright, so I'll let it warm out for a little bit. Figured I'd give it a couple revs with the cover off just to see what it sounds like. Alright, so let me get the cover on, then I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, so here's what it looks like. Looks like that's still up a little bit. I'll have to get that flush. Looks really cool from the front. Also, do me a big favor, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up.